Hello and welcome to the product demo for two most fundraising kit for service companies operating on the franchise model. Now, these are companies that provide services through a franchise model. For example, it could be a gym, it could be a restaurant, it could be a hotel, or basically anything where you have one location where you provide a certain service and then it can be scaled by giving franchisees of your business model or of your brand to multiple people. Okay. Now, if you are the founder of such a company, then this fundraising kit has been specifically developed for you and it consists of everything that you could possibly need to successfully raise funds for your startup. Okay. It consists of a pitch deck template. Now, this pitch deck template has been made on Canva and it consists of all the important slides and designed in a beautiful manner that you can very easily edit without needing a pro subscription. Okay. It also consists of a comprehensive slide by slide guidance. Okay, we mentioned the purpose, what goes in each slide, along with like a very cool AI prompt to help you create or come up with the content that will project your vision in the best possible manner. Okay, so this is it. Now, of course, we'll go into the details of each and every slide and how to edit the Canva template and all as we move along with this demo. Right now, I'm just giving you a walkthrough of what all it consists of. Okay, then we have the finance model. Now, the finance model comes with like a really good editable Excel sheet that we will see, but it also comes with like proper guidance and details and pro tips on how a good financial plan should be created. Now, this sheet has integrated formulas. Okay, so you don't need to be an expert in financials to edit it. Okay, you just have to follow the instructions and add basic projections and it will help you create it. Okay, it comes with an intuitive dashboard that is also automatic. It takes all the data from other subsheets. And we will get into the details of how to edit it as per your business as we move along with this step. Now, once you have your financials and your pitch deck template, you need to reach out to investors. So we have an investor database of over 3,000 curated VC firms, accelerators, and incubators. Now, these are curated firms. So we have not just scraped it from the internet. An actual expert human being has gone and checked out all of these investors. Some of these are the ones we have interacted with in the past, and we know that they definitely respond to you, or like if your idea is good, they'll definitely respond to you. If it's not good, some of them won't, but we have to go with the assumption that it's good, right? So it consists of the company name, fund type, funding stage that they invest in, the website, sectors of investment, most importantly partner's name and partner's email that you can contact directly, then a LinkedIn link to the partner as well. Okay, we have over 1,500 US based investors, over 1,000 Europe-based investors, again with all the details, right? We have around 500 Indian investors. Now, India is the fastest growing economy of the world, and most of these investors are investing globally, for example, Axel and all. So, and we have the data there as well. So no matter where you want to start your business, we have you covered. Okay. Now, Notion is again starting its own CRM system in the next few months. If you're looking at this in 2015, they might have already started. It'll be fairly intuitive to reach out directly from here as well. But if you don't want to use Notion CRM, we have given it to you in the form of a Google Sheet as well. Okay, you can make a copy of this, edit it, see all the details. Everything is mentioned again with partner name and partner email for US, for Europe, for India. Everything is there. You can just click on file. If you don't want to make a copy, you can just download it as a CSV and upload it to any of your favorite mass emailing tool or CRM system and directly reach out to people from there. Okay. So now you have your investor contacts, you have your finance model, you have your pitch deck template. Let's look at the main interface. Okay. Again, instructions are provided, detailed instructions. So you can definitely refer to this video, but if you don't want to go through the whole video, you can go and check out the instructions as well. Then we have this section to create an elevator pitch. If you don't have an elevator pitch already, it will help you create one. Quick links for pitch deck, finance model, website, Instagram, everything that you could need. Basic details of the company here so that the entire team knows how much you are raising. So there are basic 6 to 7 points that every investor asks in a meeting, right? Which you need to know off the top of your mind, like last month's revenue, gross profit margin, net profit margin, or you can replace net profit with EBITDA, whatever makes the most sense to you, and amount to be raised. So these you can mention here. There are fundraising tasks that you can track. There's fundraising tracker, which helps you track all your interactions with the investors. It helps you track the progress, how many first calls, how many in talks, negotiating terms, term sheets signed, etc. It can help you track your calls and meetings. Then we also have an AI prompt to create like a really good reach out email for all these investors. Okay, so this is like a bonus feature. Now to get started with the actual demo, this is something that you get once you download our kit, right? Right now, what you're seeing on your screen. So to make it editable and usable, you have to click on duplicate and just duplicate it to your own Notion workspace. And it's completely free. You can sign up to Notion using your Gmail account if you haven't already signed up yet. So just sign up on Notion using your Gmail account, and it's free, and just add it to your workspace, right? It will take like 10 to 20 seconds to get added. So let's wait for it. There you have it. Now we have our fully editable template. It's been added to your workspace. So let's just start by adding this information just for the sake of it. Let's say John Masters Chain Johnson, whoever it is. Last month's revenue, let's say $300,000. Net profit margin, let's say 30%, which whatever it comes to, you just add the details. Now, in order to actually take you through the demo, we have to come up with a case study. So let's describe our idea. Okay, idea provided dash. Let's a chain of eco gyms that allow its patrons to work out in nature like environment. Okay, so let's generate, and we have a really good our eco-friendly gym chain offers fitness enthusiasts the unique experience of working out in nature like environment, blah blah blah. Okay, so you have it. Now this is the case study that we're going to use. Okay, so let's go to the page deck template. Let's load. Let's go and check out the Canva model first, and then we'll see the content creation part of it. Again, to make it editable, you have to click on File, make a copy. Okay, put it here. Let's take this out for now. Okay, this is your editable copy. Now let's call it pitch deck for green flow fitness. First, let's understand the structure of the slides, and then we will go through how to edit it. Okay, now you can also present this to investors whenever you want, or once edited, you can download it as a PDF. Just click here, download it as a PDF once all the editing is being done, or you can also present it. Right now, I'm going to use the present feature to show you what all slides are included, right? So you have the title slide, okay, then you have about us. It's a good idea for these type of businesses to introduce what you are doing exactly, because it's like a franchising model. It's not really a problem solution oriented that much. While it does have those benefits, it's better to start in a different way than what other people do, right? So about us, industry overview. So key points about your industry, and make sure that these points boost like the vision that you have. It puts it out in a good light. We don't want to fake anything, but we want to put our best foot forward. The problem, again, when you're mentioning the problem, don't just pull out points from air. Okay, give statistics. Okay, 65% of gym goers, 60% of so and so. Okay, and also mention sources for this, so that it makes your points that much more trustworthy. So you introduce yourself, you mention the problem, you mention the solution for it. Then we have our business model. So franchisee, gym membership revenue, personal training services. You can add your own. Depending on the business. Then unit economics, this is a very important part. It shows you how much money you create per customer, how much revenue you generate per customer, how much of that is your expense, and how much of that is your profit. So for this part, we are showing the unit economics for the locations that you own and operate, right? This is not for franchise. Then in this segment, you show your unit economics from the franchises, right? So how much money you are getting from the franchisees when they do business, okay? And this shows the financial overview for the franchisees as well, because it's important for the franchisees to also be profitable. Otherwise, they won't subscribe to be your franchisees. So this is very important to convince the investor of your financial prowess. Then the market potential. This is again shown in like a nice unique format. How much is the market size, target demographic, etc. You show your current traction if you're already operational. This is again very important to see that see how you're currently doing, financial projections. Okay, then you have your go-to-market strategy. What are you going to do to grow further? Competitive advantage mentioned in like a really good manner. Logos of your competitors give points here as to what's happening. Like you can add features over here and say we do this, they don't do that. You can be very creative about it. Funding us again shown in like a really cool graph manner. Okay. Success stories. If you currently have any locations, you can show that. If you don't have locations, go for other similar businesses and change this to case stories. Your team. Okay, then this is the thank you for downloading our template, but you can change it to thank you for checking out our pitch deck. Give a nice sort of ending message here and give your email ID and your website. And this basically is our style guide. It includes the font sizes, the fonts used, any assets you might need, etc. Now let's see how to edit this. Okay, so editing it is very simple. You can change the name very easily. So green flow, we can change it to blue flow, or you can basically change the name to whatever you want. You can change up the logo, you can change up the colors of the logo. You can, if you don't want to use like a logo like this, you can just upload your own logo and change the whole thing. You can change your tagline, which we will do, about us, this, all right, problem, everything, this 50, you can change it to 55%. Okay, so this is how you change the text. You can change the image. You can click on this, upload your own. You can move this around. You can replace it with a video. Cool. Now let's look at how to edit your graph. So click on this, go to edit, and just change the numbers. So let's say missed is 6% of it. Let's say it was 12. It gets increased, right? So it's very easy. This is numbers which you can directly edit. Then again, same thing with these graphs. Just click on edit, and you can change it again. 4%. Let's do 8. Gets increased. Then we go to this graph. Again, edit. Setup cost is 1000%. Let's make it 1500%. And the circle automatically increases, right? So really cool. Then again, let's do another graph. This thing, same thing. Click on this, edit. You get the idea, right? It's really easy to edit all kinds of graphs. Same thing just for this one as well. Just edit and increase. And okay, if you click on it, you can also zoom in and zoom out if you want while presenting. Okay, once all the edits are done, as I mentioned earlier, click on share, download as a PDF. Download PDF and send it to people. Now let's just see how to come up with the content for this, right? So for that, you go down here. First slide, we are going to do it for 2 slides. Okay, generate 3 to 5 elevator pitch for my business. My business helps. Who's the target audience? Okay, fitness. Nature by chain of eco region that okay, we will copy this for now. Here, just copy this for now. See, and we will generate. See, so you have got this green gyms for nature learning to work out naturally in our eco-friendly gym chain. You can play around with this, change the prompts. If you've exhausted your free credits for Notion AI, you can use another free tool like ChatGPT, Gemini, or whatever. Go here. This was supposed to be the elevator pitch. Control C, Control V, and there you have it. It's that easy. Okay, now we will do one more. We will do the problem statement, right? So for that, again, go back to the pitch deck template and scroll down to the problem section. Okay, so let's see the problem. Okay, I've already told you what are the ideal ways. So let's first create like 3 key points. Okay, so again, like we did earlier, my target audience is Ignore the spelling mistakes, it'll get it. Here is my business model. Okay. I am creating a chain of eco gyms that will provide a nature-like environment for workouts. Okay. This will based on the some gyms ourselves and give out for other locations using our scalability. Okay, so just remember to give your idea in like a really good manner to these prompts, because that is the key. Whatever your idea is, we click on generate, and it has given you some points. See, in some things it has also given you percentages. So let's see, lacking of inspiring atmosphere according to a report by International Health, so and so 65% of gym goers feel that traditional gym lacks blah blah blah. Okay, environmental concerns, 72% of gym goers would prefer to join. So this means that we are not just pulling out like facts out of thin air, we are backing it up by reports and percentages and statistics. So you can just choose anyone that you like, edit it as you want, and once you determine which one you like, you can just add it here. Now make sure that it goes in this funnel. So let's say if you take the first point, the lowest one was 57%, so you can put the 57% point here. Then the 65, I think the next one was 72 and 65, so we can do 65 and 72. So this could be the 65 point, this could be the 72 point. You can change the resources and everything, and then this is done, so it'll flow, right? 72, right? So that's it with the pitch deck template. Oh, there's one more thing, by the way. Whenever you are editing any slide that has numbers in it, like this unit economics, we have provided tables like these where you can just assemble all your data in one place. So you have like one nice view of everything that's going on, and then copy paste the data from here to your slide. Now let's check out the finance model. Okay, your pitch deck is ready. So finance model, go to finance model, go to this sheet. Okay, we duplicate it, file, make a copy, we call it finance plan for green flow, fitness. Okay, and then you make a copy. So as you see, we have our welcome page. We have all the instructions that you need. We tell you how to do your currency setting, how to do color, what is the color coding, etc., the overall structure. Okay, once the entire thing is ready, make sure to delete this subsheet before you send it to your investors. Now, the unit economics for this is actually quite niched. Okay, so you have the unit economics for the company. Okay, I have told you what unit economics is. You have to add the estimated revenue per customer, any cost of goods sold, gross profit you're making out of your own thing, and EBITDA. Then how much money you're making from franchise and how much money the franchise itself is making. You can freeze the screen and analyze this if you want. Then for franchise owners, analysis, what is one-time setup fee, etc., and then you add these other details over here. The percentages and all is automatically calculated. There are certain things that are automatically calculated here, so don't like gross profit and all, so you don't have to worry about it. Just go on the cell, see there's no formula, and then add the details, right? So there's no formula here, so there's formula here, so you don't have to add it. You have to add it because there's no formula. Once this is done, you go to your, you go to your financial projections. Now here, you can add your milestones if you want, right? So just raise funds, right? So you can add all the milestones that you want, so it makes sense for them to understand the things below as well. Now, let's say self-owned outlet. Okay, number of individual sales. Okay, let's say it's 4,000, not 3,000. So it automatically gets changed. So let's say this year is 5,500. See, automatically gets changed. So you only have to add the number of sales, number of units sold, or whatever it is here, and this formula automatically takes all the details from unit economics and does what's needed. Okay, this is one-time franchising fee and anything else, other income streams that you have that you can manually get. Now, your costs are automatically calculated for both using the formula, so you don't have to worry about that. Costs for other streams, if you have any other streams, you can add it here. Okay, franchising operating expense automatically calculated using formulas. Everything is blue. In blue is automatic, so you don't have to worry about that. Add your marketing expenses. For salaries, you have to go to teams and salaries and add all the people that you want to hire. If you want to hire people less than the ones mentioned here, delete the rows. If you want to hire more, add rows. Instructions are mentioned on how to do that. You just have to drag the formulas, add these informations, department reports to hiring schedule, etc. And once you do it, the total monthly cost will be calculated. Okay, this percentage I've given 3% annual increase, which is quite low. You can increase it if you want. Then the total expense for each employee for every quarter automatically gets calculated. You don't have to do anything. I'll show you an example. So if I just change the base salary here from 10,000 to 20,000, just see, everything gets changed, right? So you go below, you get this details, which automatically comes up here. So you don't have to change anything, add other expenses, everything else is easy. All your one-time expenses, capital expenditure, you need to add over here. Okay. Then for debt payments, just add the total amount of debt and the percentage of interest over here, 0.9. If it's 8%, 0.8. Okay, and your principal payments, everything else will be calculated. Cash in bank, this is something that you have to add. So let's say you're starting on 1st April, how much cash you have in your bank right now. Let's say you only have $800,000. You add it, it automatically calculates how much your cash flow is going to be for every quarter. Also, you can edit the quarters, by the way. If you are in Q1 of 2026, Q1 of 2025, just edit these names. And it's very easy to do that. Click here, done, right? Very easy. So that is being done right now. Let me change it back to 24. Okay, now once that is done, gross profit, everything will be calculated automatically. If you're going to do a fundraise based on that assumption, add it here. Bills due, accounts receivables, if you have anything like that, add it here. Net profit for post taxes, all of this stuff is automatically calculated. Now, if you want to calculate depreciation, if you don't want to go that detail, you can delete this part, this row. But if you do, because that will make your financials seem much more impressive and people will think that you really know a lot about finance. So just go to Capex assets and depreciation. Okay, mention all your assets here, everything that you might have. We have given you a lot of space. If you want to add more, just add more rows and add the thing that you want and drag the formulas. Instructions are given on how to do that. So once that is done, you have to add this information: cost per unit, number of units bought, total cost will be calculated. You have to add the life of that asset in years, how many years it's going to survive, and the monthly depreciation is automatically calculated. And then it's calculated for everything, right? For every quarter. You don't have to do anything. You will get your total asset valuation for that year. This is an important point because it makes the people see, it makes the investors understand how much is the total value of your assets for a given quarter. And it also helps them understand what is the depreciation that's been happening. To give you a demo, instead of 50,000, let's say I do this 100,000. Okay, see, everything gets changed, right? Now, after you have done all of this, come back here, depreciation, you'll get all the information. This franchise seems to be in loss for a while and then it goes back to profit. Could be a very real life scenario. All that information comes back to this dashboard. You don't have to do anything. It'll automatically come here. All these graphs automatically get edited based on the changes that we've made, and it gets presented to the investor in a beautiful manner, so they don't have to bother themselves with going through all of these subsheets, right? The only thing you have to do here is you have to add your funding ask. Okay, so right now it's, I think, about 5 million or something. Yeah, it's 5 million. Now let's say I want to change, so for team building, I do this. See what happens. It automatically gets edited, right? So just edit this, add your assumptions, and you're done with your financials. Now, once the financials are done, you're set. I've already shown you the investor database, so just start reaching out to them. Now, let's come back here. Let's say you want to add an investor task. Let's say create the pitch deck. Okay, it's ongoing. It's to be done on the 9th. Okay, so whatever, so it gets added. Cool. You can also add, if you are using it as a team, you can also add an assign to section and then assign it to whoever you want. Search for a person, I'll just assign it to myself. Right? Cool. So this is it. Then you go down, you have your fundraising tracker. Let's say we have a new interested investor. Let's call it James Bond. Okay, let's say this guy is an angel investor. James. Okay, let's call it James at bond.com +1 007 007 00 This is his number, unique number. Let's say he's from New York as well. Okay, and these details are added. Let's say you reached out to him today. Okay, let's say he has asked for a meeting on Wednesday, and the meeting is supposed to happen from 1 p.m. and since it's an investor meeting, let's say it's happening longer, it's happening till 3 p.m. Okay, so it has been scheduled. If you go down, you see your meeting with James Bond is scheduled and it shows up in your calendar. You can check it out here directly. Okay, you want to add any notes about the investor, you can add it. You can make any progress here. You go. So everything else can be noted down properly. You can see the timeline for your tasks over here. If you have any tasks, okay, go back. See, now these are ones that were added before. So see, these are the tasks. It will show up like this. You can also show dependencies. So if this task is dependent on this, you can add it to here. So this is the way the task will be edited. All right. And yeah, you can also check out the progress of your fundraising. As I mentioned earlier, first call schedule. Let's say this guy is in negotiation. You can just drag drop here, and then here the thing will automatically get changed, right? So the status is now gone to negotiating term. Mr. Bond has a lot of money, so let's say he's investing around 800,000. Okay, now let's go down and let's create this email for you. Okay, about your company offerings and target market. So we will just go and copy paste our this thing. Copy, paste it. Okay, paste it. Okay, okay, elevator pitch. You can have a different one from company details. Right now we didn't have too much time, so I'm just doing same as, but make sure that company details are a bit more detailed once you actually do it. Okay, see, now this is again not like an actual idea, so that's why it's being repeated, but when you have an actual idea, it will be much better. Eco-friendly gyms that give a natural okay, now we'll add key points. So I've added these points, creating a chain, reach area of 804 locations, and let's just generate and see what happens. This is the email that's been created. You can freeze the screen and check it out. You can change the email, you can change the prompt, play around with it. It was a bonus feature. Thank you so much for watching. If you have stayed till now, please do consider downloading this kit, and we really hope that it helps you with your fundraising journey. Thank you so much.